Afternoon, everybody. A couple things here at the top. What we believe is happening as the Russians continue to get frustrated and slowed down, and they really haven't made any noteworthy progress in the last few days, with the exception of down south. In the south, they continue to have some progress, but up in the north and northeast. What we assess is as they continue to get frustrated, they continue to rely now more on what we would call long-range fires. So this is bombardment, missile strikes, long-range artillery into city centers that they aren't in yet, at least not on the ground in any significant number. So we're seeing that. And of course, that has been leading to, and as you would expect it would, when you're relying more on long-range fires, you're gonna cause more damage. And you're going to kill more people and injure more people, and so that's what we think is happening. That's what we're seeing.
How would you describe the thrust of where they are right now?
In the north, we do not see them have any control over Kyiv. Kharkiv, still a lot of heavy fighting outside Kharkiv, and of course Kharkiv is really becoming a victim to a lot of these long-range fires. And then in that town to the northeast of Kyiv called Cherniv, they still are attempting to encircle the city, but they have not taken it yet. So again, I think down south you see them have a little bit more success and some control over some local population centers, but up in the north not so much.
But have you seen any evidence of that? And how would you characterize that convoy?
We do believe, as I said to Jen, that they are having morale problems. They are having supply problems. They are having fuel problems. They are having food problems. They are meeting a very stiff and determined Ukrainian resistance, and we still maintain that they are several days behind what they probably thought they were going to be in terms of their progress.
Based on your knowledge, did this effort start before
the reliance on long-range fires, and I know that's a very wonky term, but artillery, missile strikes, rocket attacks are having an increased effect on civilian casualties and the damage and destruction of civilian infrastructure, be it homes, churches, hospitals, schools. We see that increasing for sure, and we do believe that it's a direct result of their increasing reliance on these long-range fires. Now,
Ukraine.
yeah.
A number of U.S. officials have said
The bottom line is more civilians are being killed and wounded, more civilian infrastructure is being damaged or destroyed, and Mr. Putin still has a choice here. Not to escalate, not to be more aggressive in the use of these long-range fires and in his capabilities, but to find a diplomatic path forward and to end the invasion.
Government relief or assistance might still be available to affected military families.
If you're an American and you want to do right by Ukraine, the best thing you can do is find a way to donate to so many agencies that are trying to deal with what is now clearly a humanitarian crisis in the region, certainly there in Ukraine. We still do not believe that Ukraine is a safe place for Americans to go. We urge them not to go, and if any are still there, we urge them to leave.
Another one.
I'd like to follow up on his question, his comment about extra forces.